Oh, is it true that they paid you $1 million for the endorsement for Kamala?
Not true.
Not true.
Side, that is most definitely a vote to let other people control your future.
Oprah Winfrey, the iconic talk show host and media mogul, has made it clear that the recent claims about her accepting a hefty sum for hosting a town hall event in support of Kamala Harris's presidential campaign are simply false. In a direct statement, Oprah shut down the rumors surrounding her supposed $1 million payday, calling the allegations BS and reaffirming her long-standing stance of not accepting any financial compensation for political endorsements or appearances. The rumor first surfaced after an article in the Washington Examiner suggested that Oprah's company, Harpo Productions, had pocketed a substantial amount for hosting the event, a town hall on behalf of the Democratic Party's vice presidential nominee, Kamala Harris. This alleged financial deal was said to have occurred during the heated lead-up to the 2020 presidential election, when the stakes were at their highest and public figures were frequently being called upon to endorse candidates. According to the Examiner's report, the town hall hosted by Oprah was a star-studded event, with several A-list celebrities making virtual appearances to lend their support. Names like Meryl Streep, Bryan Cranston, Chris Rock, Ben Stiller, Julia Roberts, and Tracee Ellis Ross were just a few of the big names that were said to have joined Oprah in engaging with voters across the country. While the event was touted as a way to galvanize Democratic voters, the suggestion that Oprah personally walked away with a huge paycheck from the event has stirred some controversy. However, Oprah, known for her no-nonsense approach to setting the record straight, wasted no time dismissing the claims. When questioned by reporters about the reported $1 million payout, Oprah was unequivocal. "It's not true," she said simply before emphasizing, "I was paid nothing, ever." For Oprah, the notion that money was involved in her political support was not just false, but it was contrary to her deeply held principles regarding her involvement in the political sphere. Throughout her career, Oprah has been a vocal supporter of progressive causes and the Democratic Party, but she has always been clear about one thing: her participation in political campaigns and events is never about financial gain. Her support for Democratic candidates is rooted in a genuine belief in their platforms and values, not in any personal compensation. She has lent her voice to various political causes, including supporting Presidents Barack Obama and Joe Biden. She even endorsed Hillary Clinton during the 2016 presidential election, an election that was marred by fierce division and controversy but also underscored Oprah's unwavering stance in favor of progressive change. It is worth noting that Oprah's influence in the political arena is not just limited to her endorsement of candidates. Her vast platform, which includes The Oprah Winfrey Show and her various media ventures, has allowed her to serve as a key figure in shaping public discourse. Oprah's endorsement of a candidate or cause carries significant weight, and her words have the power to reach millions. Her town hall event with Kamala Harris was part of a broader effort to galvanize support for the vice presidential nominee, particularly in crucial swing states that could determine the outcome of the election. Despite Oprah's popularity and the gravity of her endorsement, the results of the 2020 election did not unfold in the way many had hoped. The election was a bitterly contested one, with former President Donald Trump vying for a second term against the Democratic challenger Joe Biden. While many believed that celebrity endorsements and high-profile political events like Oprah's town hall would have a decisive impact, the final results were far from certain. Kamala Harris, who was vying to become the first female vice president and the first woman of color in that role, had a strong showing in key battleground states. Oprah's appearance as one of the keynote speakers at Harris's rally in Philadelphia was widely praised for bringing attention to the Democratic ticket. Still, it wasn't enough to secure a victory in what turned out to be a razor-thin margin in several states, including Pennsylvania. Despite Oprah and other prominent figures such as Lady Gaga turning out to support the Democratic ticket in swing states, the election ultimately saw Donald Trump win a total of 312 electoral votes, far exceeding Biden's 227. The outcome left many Democratic supporters reeling, as they watched their hopes for a change in leadership dashed in the final stretch. This result prompted reflection on the effectiveness of celebrity-driven political campaigns. Oprah's involvement in the campaign trail has always been more about using her voice for social change than about influencing political outcomes through sheer celebrity power. But the reality of the election results highlighted a crucial point. In an era where celebrity endorsements have become commonplace, they may not always be the game changer that many expect. Complex dynamics of political campaigns involve many factors beyond the influence of a celebrity or media mogul. One of the central points Oprah made in addressing the $1 million rumor was that her commitment to political causes is not transactional. While many public figures have monetized their political affiliations or used their platforms for personal gain, Oprah has consistently emphasized that her role is about amplifying voices and helping to bring about the change she believes in. She made it clear that when it comes to matters of social justice, voting rights, and political engagement, her efforts are rooted in a sense of civic duty and responsibility, not financial compensation. Her rejection of the $1 million claim is also a statement on the broader issue of media sensationalism. In an era where fake news and misinformation can easily spread through social media, it is crucial to question the validity of such reports. Oprah, who has been a target of media scrutiny and public rumor for decades, understands the power of narrative and how it can shape public perception. By calling out the allegations as false, she is taking a stand against the media's tendency to sensationalize and misrepresent facts for the sake of generating headlines. Oprah's history of supporting political causes is not a new development. Throughout her career, she has used her platform to address issues ranging from education and poverty to racial inequality and healthcare reform. In 2008, Oprah famously threw her support behind Barack Obama during his presidential campaign, a decision that made headlines across the nation. Her endorsement of Obama was seen as a turning point in his campaign, as Oprah's endorsement brought widespread attention and helped to solidify Obama's standing as a serious contender in the race for the White House. Oprah's influence was undeniable, and many pundits credited her support with helping Obama to secure a win in the Democratic primaries and eventually the general election. Similarly, Oprah's decision to back Joe Biden in 2020 was rooted in her belief that Biden was the right leader to heal a divided nation. Oprah, who has long advocated for unity and progress, saw Biden as the candidate who could bring about the change needed to address issues like systemic racism, economic inequality, and climate change. Her support for Biden, however, was not motivated by financial gain. Oprah's contributions to the campaign were purely based on her conviction that the country needed a leader who could unite rather than divide. In addition to her political endorsements, Oprah has been a vocal advocate for many social causes. She founded the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa, which provides education and support to young women in need. Her philanthropic efforts extend to a range of issues, including hunger, homelessness, and gender equality. Oprah has always used her wealth and influence to support causes that align with her values, and her dedication to giving back is an integral part of her public persona. Despite her immense success and global fame, Oprah's approach to fame and fortune has always been grounded in a sense of purpose and responsibility. She has consistently emphasized the importance of using one's platform to effect positive change in the world, and this philosophy has guided her actions both on and off the campaign trail.